Later this month, Germany will play host to an event called the World Dwarf Games, and it's a large sporting event held exclusively for athletes with dwarfism. Canada's sending 50 athletes, including our next two guests. Brandon and Jared Vanderlinden are brothers from Edmonton and join us this morning. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations. This is very exciting.
Thank
Ever
you.
been to Germany before, Brandon?
No, I've never been.
Jared, are you excited to head to Europe?
I am.
Yes.
Very excited.
Okay, so let's talk about what this means to you to represent Canada. You're both wearing your jerseys this morning. Brandon, what do you think?
I'm super excited. This is my first time, and it's an honor. And it makes me feel part of the world, you know. I get to do something very special.
Yeah, this is the world stage competing. Jared, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's really great. And, you see a lot of people out there, people normal, and you see them play all these sports, and people like us are like, wow, we don't really get to do that. And so because we're able to do that, it's really awesome, and travel to places and do that stuff.
Of course. What sports are you playing, Jared?
We are playing basketball, soccer, and table tennis.
Okay, so 3 different sports. Which one came first?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, is that your favorite, Brendan? I see you
Yes,
nodding.
It's definitely my favorite.
Yeah, why is it your favorite one out of the 3?
I've loved basketball since 2018. I've always loved playing it and watching it. It's always been a favorite sport to me.
And Jared, is basketball you said it's your favorite too?
Yes, to play, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
How did the other two come about then, to kind of broaden your scope of sports?
Well, we wanted to add more, not just playing basketball, just maybe do other stuff, maybe win more medals than just one sport. So then we just thought soccer is another one we'd like, and table tennis.
Brandon, how did you hear about these games?
So I was watching YouTube one time, and I was just curious of what it looked like if there was any dwarf sports, right? And I came across the World Dwarf Games from 2017, and I watched it, and I was so curious about it. I read the comments and all that, and I thought it was really cool. So I put more investigation on it, and I researched and found the World Dwarf Games, and that's where I immediately wanted to sign up for it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Jared, what did you think when Brandon was like, hey, I did this research, look at this?
Yeah, I was like, that is cool. There are famous dwarves like us, and I was like, you know what, it would be cool to meet them someday.
What did it take then to qualify for this, to be part of these 50 athletes that Canada's sending?
Well, I don't think I think all you have to do is just send in an email or something, and then
Awesome.
And then you're just in. You don't have to try out or anything.
That's
you're just
so
in there.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to something like this, you mentioned earlier, Jared, that you saw people playing all these sports and you're like, well, we want to play them too. What does it mean to you to have this kind of games that is really inclusive?
It means a lot. It's very awesome. We once again, we see all these people playing these sports, and it's like, well, that's a lot of fun, but we don't really get to do that much. So, if we do it, then, we can enjoy the fun that they're having, and, it's fair for all of us.
Yeah, and Brandon, it sounds like that's what you were thinking when you even stumbled on this YouTube video,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Definitely.
No, you're going to Germany, but also you're going to have some cameras following you. And in fact, you have cameras following you this morning.
Yeah.
Brandon, can you tell us a little bit more about what that's all about?
Well, I have 2 brothers who are starting a documentary, and they're part of Story First. And they're documenting about our time at the World Dwarf Games in Germany, and it's going to be pretty cool. Having a camera follow you around is a bit weird, but it's new, and I think it'll be really cool to see how it all adds up and the results of it.
Mm-hmm. So they've been likely recording a bunch of things as this lead up, because you'll be leaving for Germany at the end of the month.
Correct.
I'm sure it helps that it's your brothers, right?
Yeah, that definitely helps.
Versus some strangers with a camera in your face. Now, what is it you're most looking forward to, do you think, about going to these games, Jared?
Well, meeting all the people there, in Alberta, we don't really see people like us dwarves, right? And, it's hard to make friends with people like us, especially across the country. So going there, you get to meet a lot of people there, and, it's going to be nice making friends and, meeting famous people if there are some there. So that's going to be nice there. That's what I'm looking forward to there.
Have you met any of the other Canadian athletes that you might be going with in this contingent yet?
I haven't met any in person, but I've talked to them online.
Nice.
So it's nice, being able to do that.
Yeah. And Brandon, what about you? What are you looking forward to most about these games?
Pretty much the same. Just meeting everyone, making friends. But it's also with the sports because I've never played a sport, like a big event. And it's still crazy to me. It still shocks me that I'm like, whoa, I'm playing a sport, like an actual big event sport. Lots of people are going to be there, and it's going to be amazing.
I'm glad this is being documented then, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because you'll have the memories, but you'll have all these videos too. Do you know any more from your brothers about when we might be able to see this documentary or what the plans are for it?
We're not sure when it'll all be done, but we do have a fundraiser actually going on.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
This fundraiser is going towards our payments for hotels, food, travel expenses, all that stuff. And if anybody wants to look in that, they can go to dwarfduo.ca. It's that easy to type.
That's great to help you on this journey to the World Dwarf Games. Well, fantastic. Thanks so much to both of you for coming in this morning. Congrats on going to the games. Have the best time. And we want to hear all about it when you get back.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
That is Brandon and Jared Vanderlinden. They're brothers. They're Edmonton athletes, and they're representing Canada at the 2023 World Dwarf Games. They're happening in Germany, and they begin on July 28th in Cologne.